Thanks for joining us. I have just spent a couple of sleepless nights attending Peter Diamandis's new edition. Every year he does one of the Abundance 360 cast. So people like Ray Kurzweil, people from Braintree, the team out of GE, who were doing blockchain, all were in attendance, asking and speaking and talking about the latest in technology that's coming to affect industry in general. Of course, my take on it is about the impact on the healthcare industry and an analysis of how this essentially changes and will change the way that people access healthcare. As you know, our company's mission is healthcare anytime, everywhere. So what I wanted to do was take the intense focus on robotics and automation and the focus on the impact on the workforce, combine that with another theme that was covered in the conference, which was essentially about reskilling and an assessment of what this essentially means. Now, hospitals are an intense concentration of many different types of people with different types of skill sets. And it's not common for us to think of retraining or reskilling someone who might be, I guess, a ward clerk and move them into, say, a nursing role. Not only is it a highly regulated industry, but they're just different skill sets that takes years in order to attain proficiency in both areas. And yet both are essentially required in order to make the hospital run more smoothly. What with the pressures on cost reduction, greater efficiency, increased assessment and abidance by regulation, of course, things like artificial intelligence, automation, robotics become incredibly attractive as a value proposition into this market. So the team and I are working hard on a new series for you that will essentially take the lessons from these three major conferences that occur in January. So that's CES, JP Morgan's investment conference, and of course Peter Diamandis's Abundance 360, all with the focus and the interest in understanding how this will essentially impact you as someone who runs a hospital. Now, if you're one of our community who actually runs a clinic or is more focused on the proficiencies of a clinician and running your own small business, then I encourage you to tune in next week when we start our series there on the research and the evidence base behind structuring your clinic. So everything from light fixtures to the types of designs and curvatures and what's coming up in 2018, we've taken an evidence-based medicine kind of style approach to it and seen what is out there in terms of the understanding within the architectural and the healthcare community. So two things for you, for your businesses to take away. I hope that this brings a lot of value to you and your team. I hope that you get a lot of understanding and that it sets you up for a great 2018 and your success is coming through. Great. Look forward to contacting and connecting with you. Please feel free to drop us a direct message if you have specific questions you'd like answered in the podcast, and we'll be sure in order to research and come back out to you. Thanks.